Hey, Trish Vander Mooren, High Desert Homes, bringing you a market update for the week of July 22, 28. And what I'm focusing on is the area that I serve, which is Victorville and surrounding areas. So everything up here in the high desert is the numbers that I'm reporting to you to give you a clear idea of what's going on. Before I go on, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell. This is going to get you all the new updates that I'm providing about this area, whether it's, things to do up here, new construction, different housing tours, whatever's happening up here, and most importantly, this market update that I'm going to do for you every single week. Now, I do a shorter one. It's a 1-minute market update, sometimes just a tad bit over, and that's on my Instagram, but I like to go a little bit deeper here on YouTube and just to give you a little more content on what I'm talking about. I'm always going to go over the same similar things. I'm going to give you a little bit more flavor in regards to those on this channel, but let's talk about interest rates. So right now, interest rates the week of July 22 through 28, those are the numbers I'm talking about. But interest rates as of today are about 6.81 conventional and about 6.25 FHA VA. Now, why is that important if you're thinking of selling or buying? Well, if you're buying, of course, it's important because if it's lower, it's going to make it more affordable for you. But on the flip side, what it does, if you're a seller, you're wanting to know what those interest rates are, is because if it's lower, it's bringing more buyers to your property, right? But for buyers, beware, because as more buyers come out, because interest rates are, lower, they're coming off the fence, they're like, okay, now's the time. That just makes things much more competitive for you. So if the mortgage rate and the payment match up to make sense to you, that's usually the best time for you to buy. The house is right, the payment feels okay, that's the best time for you to buy. So waiting for that perfect moment, nobody's got a crystal ball. I know mine broke a long time ago, so there is no perfect moment other than what's right for you. And I can help you navigate that, so if you need help, so just send me a message and I'd love to help you with that. So let's dive in. So I talked about interest rates. A lot of people are thinking that maybe, just maybe, the Federal Reserve will lower rates this week of, in July, here, the last week of July, going into August. But most people are thinking that's probably going to be September before they actually do that. Now, why would they wait till September? In my opinion, the reason they would wait till September or even later is because they want to make sure that inflation stays low. If they make that change too fast, again, my opinion, if they make it too fast, too quick, we may have that rush to spend money again, and that's going to bring our interest rates up. So the other thing that a lot of people don't understand is what is the difference between the federal rate and the mortgage rate. So mortgage rates are impacted by what the federal rate does because the bond market, it reacts to that, right? So they can influence kind of push down mortgage rates based off of that, but they're not exactly tied together. They're just influenced by each other, or mortgage rates by the Federal Reserve. So anyways, that's about mortgage rates. And again, every week I'll talk to you about that and let you know where we're at. Now, we've been under 7% for about 3 weeks now, which is pretty awesome. And hopefully we stay that way. It's hard to say. So we're just going to have to watch and see where this goes. New listings. How many new listings came to market here? We had 75 new listings come to market versus 111 the week prior. So a little bit less than the week before. And what I really am paying attention to is how many go under contract. So what is going on with our market? Is it speeding up? Is it slowing down? So for 2 weeks in a row, we've had less homes go under contract than the week prior. So we had 15 go under contract over the week before, which was 24. So are we seeing a slowdown? It's only been 2 weeks. It's something to keep an eye on. Now we are getting closer to the end of summer, and sometimes seasonality does impact how quickly homes sell. But you and I both know there's a lot of factors in what's happening in our market right now. A lot of things that are making people sit on the sidelines, waiting to see what's going to happen, uneasy to make the largest purchase of their life. So there is some slowdown, and the last 2 weeks have shown that to us. Now, out of those homes, those 15, out of that group of homes, the average was about 20 days to sell your home. So if you're thinking of listing your home, it could take that 20 days. There were some homes that took like 75, 78 days, and some homes only took like 2 days. So really important to keep in mind, if you're thinking of selling your home, the most important things, and that is going to be price, it's going to be exposure, how much marketing you get, how much exposure you get, which impacts your activity, and location. But price is a big one. So making sure that you really are having good conversations with your real estate agent to understand what price is going to bring me the traffic that I need, but also get me the price that I'm needing. The two go hand in hand. All right. So one thing that I've been paying a lot of attention to is our inventory, because what I look at, interest rates come down, brings more activity, right? But our inventory, is our inventory growing or is it reducing? Because if it's growing, then a buyer has more choices, right? So it's a little bit less competition. But when the rates come down, more people are looking at that inventory pool. Well, our inventory, out of the 942 that we currently have up here, 48 of them are going to be hitting that, if not already. There's only a few that they're, by the end of this week, they're going to hit 6 months. The rest have already hit 6 months. What happens at that tipping point about 6 months? Do sellers start to decide, do I want to stay on the market? Do I want to do a price reduction? If I've done one already, do I want to do another? Do I want to take it off the market for a while? Do I want to put it on hold? Do I want to cancel it? Do I want to withdraw it? Or am I going to just let it expire? What that does, if they do any of those things, that reduces our inventory. So we could potentially, if all 48 of those decided that they want to take their home off the market, we have 48 less homes. So now we're sitting about 900 homes. Interest rates come down, inventory is shrinking, less new listings week over week. So we're getting less new added to the pool. That's only going to put upward pressure on prices if more people come to market looking for homes because interest rates have dropped down. So that brings home prices up. Now last month, and we're about to see what July is, but June, year over year, this area, we saw about a 4.5% equity price increase year over year. So we're still gaining equity up here. Why? Because a lot of people are moving up here to the high desert because simply of affordability. You can get a family home, a big home for far less than you could down the hill. And you're getting, you sacrifice maybe your commute, but you have a big home for your family. So that's going to continue to make it affordable to live up here, but it's also going to gain you equity and build your net worth if you're a homeowner. Really quickly, I'm just going to go over what it looks like on expired. So last week expired, I'm talking about that inventory, right? So those 48 homes, what are those people going to do? Well, expired last week, we had 12 versus the 11 the week before. When it comes to canceled, we had five homeowners cancel their listing. Week before was 21. How many went on hold last week? Was 17. The week before it was 21. And withdraw, pull off your market, withdraw it, 6 of them versus 9 the week before. So things to watch. What's going on with their inventory? What's going on with interest rates? Is it going to cause more, people come to market? Is it going lower? Things to keep an eye on. I'm going to do that for you every single week. My name is Trish Vander Mooren, High Desert Homes. I hope you like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you next week. Let's stay in touch.